first grade. Today we're going to be talking about states of matter. Our objective today is I can characterize materials as a solid, liquid, or gas. This can be found on your home learning activities page for April 28th and April 29th. Everything around us is made up of matter. Can you say matter? Matter is anything that takes up space. It can be anything that you can touch, see, or even smell. Matter can be in different forms, or as we call them, states. There's solid, like an ice cube, liquid, like water, and gas, like the air that we breathe. The state of matter depends on the atoms that make up something. Let's take a closer look. This is a solid. The circles are the atoms that make up the solid. This is a solid because the atoms are closely bound together and vibrate, but don't move. This means that solids keep their shape. This is a liquid. The atoms in the liquid take the shape of their container, or whatever the liquid is in. The atoms are not bound together, so this means that they can move freely past one another within their container. This is a gas. The gas will fill all of the space of its container. The atoms in a gas are farther apart and have lots of space to move around. The atoms in a gas move faster than the atoms in a liquid because they fill all of the space in the container. So let's review. In a solid, the atoms are packed closely together and vibrate but don't move, so the solid keeps its shape. In a liquid, the atoms take the shape of their container. The atoms in a liquid flow and move easily past one another. And the atoms in a gas fill up all of the space in the container, so they have a lot more space to move. This makes them move faster. And gases can be hard to see sometimes. Now, let's look at some examples and see if we can figure out what state of matter they are in. This is a carton of milk. What state of matter do you think it is? A solid, a liquid, or a gas? I know that when I pour milk into a glass, it takes the shape of its container. That must mean that milk is a liquid. Next, we have some blocks. What state of matter do you think blocks are in? A solid, a liquid, or a gas? I know that blocks keep their shape, so they must be a solid. Our last picture is of steam coming from a pot of boiling water. What state do you think steam is in? A solid, a liquid, or a gas? I know that when something has steam on it, the steam fills the air. That means it fills the space, so that must be a gas. I know it can also be a gas because sometimes steam is hard to see. All right, first grade, now it's your turn. How many things around your house can you find that's a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Try to draw a picture or write a list and send it to your teacher. Bye, first grade.